16. All right, we'll cut that part out. You guys are the best students, of course.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's see here. All right, everybody go ahead and hop on the Schoology, and you'll see this in-depth assignment. All right, chapter 18, lesson 1, in-depth worksheet, something like that. So what we're going to do on there, guys, is we're going to review how many elements are in a chemical formula. We're going to review energy level diagrams. So those are like the circle things. I felt like we could use some more practice with those. And I also wanted you guys to do those because you can't do the last part without knowing how to do the circles, the Lewis dot diagrams. So if you guys have your homework up, I will go over how to do 1 or 2 out of each of these, and then I'll go around and help you all with whatever questions you have during class. Also, if you were absent and you need help with stuff from yesterday, make sure you get that too. All right, so guys, let's take a look at part 1. How many elements are in each chemical formula? So the first one there, let's start out real easy. We got H2, 0, right? So we're literally just counting how much each thing is there. So what I always do is in the space I left underneath, put your H and put your 0. So all we do is look at this number down below, guys. If there's no number there, it's a 1. So there's 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. That's all I want you to do for all of these. Yeah, it's easy. So real quick, I'll go over a slightly harder one. Did everyone get number 1 written down now? It's just H is 2, O is 1. All right. So for 11, it's Al2 and S04 in the parentheses with the 3 underneath. Now, do you guys know about distribution or distributing in math with multiplying?
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're going to do here. So the first thing I would do is put your 1 down like this, right? Then a little bit, unfortunately, I know. Just a little bit. So we got Al, we got S, and then we got oxygen. Physics is kind of like chemistry and math mixed together. That's what physics is. So aluminum, we got a 2 down there. There's 2. Now that S, there's 1 S. But what we got to do is there's a 3 on the outside of the parentheses. We just multiply the 3 times 1. So S is 3. Then for oxygen then, it's going to be 3 times 4. Oxygen is going to be 12. All right. Everybody got that on the thing? Yeah? Cool. All right, now, the second part here, I didn't realize you guys can all put circles on your camis and handed out papers earlier. So if anyone wants notebook paper to draw these, you totally can. But what I did, do you guys remember the circle thing on the last test where we were doing circles and the electrons on it? So I'm gonna have you guys practice a few more of those because you've got to know how to do those to do the next thing that we did in this one. So let's do number 16 here. We've got oxygen, whose atomic number is 8. So if you're looking, we got oxygen up here, 8 is the blue number up at the top. So I literally told you guys exactly what to do just to make sure it clicks. That's what that parentheses is there. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to draw 2 circles. Right? So oxygen has 8 electrons. The first energy level here has a maximum of 2 electrons. So we draw our 2, and then what I always do, I come over to the side somewhere, I write 8, and I subtract 2 from that first level. We got 6 left. So then you'll see that second part there, it says second with a max of 6 electrons. Does everyone see that there in 16? So on that second level, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the second level, we have 6. Now we're out of electrons. And guys, I'll come around too and like be like helping with this and stuff. So seriously, like just ask and I'll be over there. So these are our 2 levels. We add up to a total of 8 electrons. Now, let's go to number 21, guys. Electron dot diagrams, or Lewis structures. So, what we have to do for the Lewis structure is we have to draw the valence electrons, which are these outside electrons, around the name of the element. So, up here, I'm going to put number 20, or 21, sorry. So we've got oxygen. Let's just put Lewis structure. So we have oxygen, right? Now over here, we just found out that oxygen has 6 electrons in its outer level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Literally all we do, this is 21, guys, yeah. So what I'm doing is like I'm showing you guys how to use your answer from 16 to like get your answer on 21, right? So in 16 we did the energy levels for oxygen. And then for 21 we got to do this thing called the Lewis structure for the oxygen, right? So in 16 we had 6 electrons in that outside layer for oxygen, right? The Lewis structure, what we want to do is only use those outside electrons around it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you write the letter O, and then you write the electrons in that outside layer around it. And that's what we do. It's like one of those things where like I could be talking and like everyone could be like, oh my god, like what is she talking about? But then if I came around and like showed you how to do one in real time, you'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So anyway, we'll keep working on this worksheet for now. I'll come around, I can come around and help you guys. I would start with that first part where we're just counting the number of elements in each. And I think we'll do really great, okay? All right, so I'm helping Caesar out with part 3, number 22. And this is the Lewis structure of the neon.
You say something, Mr. Martin?
Okay, hon. So, how we've got to start out with this is we've got to find the valence electrons in neon first, right? So, neon's number 10. So if it's number 10, it's got 10 electrons, right? So, that's our first step. Draw the number of electrons. Our second step here, we're going to do that energy level. So,
I drew on my own.
our first one has 2 electrons. 10 minus 2. We got 8 left. Our second one has 8. Now I'm going to have you do this third part for me, okay? So, now what we do, you know, just take neon, and then you put those 8 electrons around neon.
I cannot put the dots like
You break your leg, huh?
like this.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
needs to be like that.
The little pairs, yeah. So
Yeah,
just,
okay, so-
I would just do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Beautiful. Yes, the pairing is very important. Alright, that's it. Oh wait, 9, 10, 11. So I would just put it on the corner, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's two more. Or is that all of them? Okay. That's my fault.
4, 6, 8, 9.
I was thinking, oh no, do you know what? Actually, I'm really glad this happened. So, we actually only have to use the outside electrons here. So this is for the Lewis dot structures. Lewis structures, they only want to show the valence electrons. So, they only, instead of using all the electrons in neon, they want us to use these electrons on this outside layer here. Yeah, so I'm actually like really glad this happened. So, alright, so neon, we're actually only gonna have 8 instead of 10. Because 2 of those electrons are on that inner layer there. Yeah. Okay, I was like, I swear it's not 10. There's not. So, now I'm gonna force you to do your favorite dots again around there, but 8 of them this time. Yeah. Nice, dude. Alright, so problem solved. Neon Lewis dot structure.
You want to start with number 5 then?
Yeah, so Riley was just wanting to make sure she's doing her element numbers correctly. So this one is CaCO3. So some of my kids last period, they were like kind of confused on the element names. So if there's a lowercase letter, that's like one element. So Ca is calcium. So do exactly what you did up there. So put calcium, carbon, and oxygen.
Okay.
Alright, well actually, why don't we erase oxygen and put it down below there? It's okay, honey. It's okay, just like you did up above. Alright, so calcium is 1. Carbon's 1. And oxygen's 3. Do you feel better now?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Oh, great. Get a little zoom in there. Love it. So, with this one, iron and oxygen, right? So we got a 2 down here. So first, do exactly what you did up above. Do your Fe, F is 1 element, then do your oxygen down below. F equals 2, good. And then O equals 3. Nice, dude, you got this. Alright, great. What about this next one?
AI by itself too.
Yeah, AL by itself, yeah. And if you don't capitalize it, it's fine. Alright, great. Alright, AL is 2. Then enter. And then S is 3.
S. Oh wait.
And then, now, what is O?
Oh,
It's real small.
4 times 3.
11 minus 2.
Beautiful. 12.
12.
You knew 4 times 3, which is more than, seriously.
Wait, so F or O equals 12?
O equals 12.
11 minus 2, Lucas.
Alright, so yeah, guys, start with 11 minus 2 every time. Right on. Now, 11 minus 8 is what? 9. Perfect. So, put your 2 dots in the middle, and that tiny one in the center. Yeah, that one gets 2. The next one gets the remaining, or the next one gets 8. Okay. The second. Yeah, you've got to put it on the line, but as long as it's like there, that's fine.
1 there.
4, 5, 6. So just 2 then. Perfect. Now,
It's 2 for
Wait,
O
we're
and E.
supposed
come
to
back
distribute.
over to where you were. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Now,
We're supposed to
do
do 4
9
times 3.
minus 8.
It's 1 times 3 for S because it's 1. You're in.
One left, right?
Oh,
And
I
this
got
is probably like oversimplifying it for you guys, you know, like.
I one has 1.
The last
12.
one has 1. Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. There's, like, it's one of those things where I feel like, once you do it,